English teacher, part 118. Help your student to believe that they can become more creative. Let them know that few inventors, scientists, or artists succeeded on their first tries. Teach students that is involved in creativity. Help them to explore their environment using all their senses to discover and describe things that interest them. Encourage them to acquire information and use it creatively by framing alternatives or making interferences. Train them to use specific thinking skills, inquiry, and problem solving processes, but show them that they can become more creative by using a greater variety of options, transferring their knowledge to new contexts. Teach them how to disagree constructively, challenging ideas and procedures without attacking people or personalities. Promote diversity of interest by varying activities with the field trips, guest speakers, media experiences. Let them see that being creative is fun. Select appropriate activities and materials. You should carefully select teaching activities and materials to promote your students' development of higher level thinking skills. Thinking activities are inquiry oriented and often open ended, without a specific answer or set of answers. When selecting activities, you should consider the following criteria. Points to ponder. What are my targets? What performance goals am I setting my students for? Does this activity have significant content? Is it worth thinking about? Will it increase awareness or insight? Does it permit a wide range of responses? When selecting material, you should consider their safety, availability, cost, and the time available for their use. You should consider the needs, interest, and development levels of your student. And you should consider the amount of supervision, space, equipment students will need to use materials appropriate to. We've got another case study, and this is for promoting a thinking skill. Ms. Ortner's grade 2 class has been developing a unit about about farming for several days. The students have learned about different kinds of farms, farm animals, and farm machinery. Ms. Ortner wishes to build on the new learning and introduce the thinking skill for comparing. She plans to use consecutive lessons to introduce comparing by having the children compare first two forms animals familiar to them, next to live pet turtles, snapping turtles, and box turtles, and then two stories. She hopes to help the children learn to transfer the skills of comparing by using it in different situations. Ms. Ortner begins the first lesson by saying, "This afternoon we're going to use a special kind of thinking skill called comparing. First we'll practice using it about ourselves, and tomorrow we'll try it with something else. Have you ever heard the word compare?" As she asks this question, she writes the word on the whiteboard. Some of the children have heard the words and offer examples. "My mom compares prices when she shops. I'm tall compared to my baby brother. My sister don't like to be compared." Those are good examples of the ways to use compare. Ms. Ortner assures them, "What do you think the word means?" Trish volunteers, "It means checking to see whether two things are the same." Ms. Ortner records the term same on the board, but compare, yes, she agrees. Looking for the ways in which things are the same is called comparing, and it means something else too. It means standing up to see if you are as tall as your brother. Patra responds. "If you are small, your brother is tall and you are the same," Ms. Ortner asks. "Now we're different, then we could compare also be looking for ways in which things are different." "Yes," answers Petra. Ms. Ortner writes different under compare on the chalkboard. asking now, can we add something to our definition of compare?